I was asked how did I create a map using space outside of the playfield, so have a simple tutorial with Brian voiceover cause I'm too lazy to talk. The way mapping out of bounds works is fairly simple, but there are some limitations that come with it. Normally when you want to place an object on the sides it doesn't work, but with anchor mechanics it's easy to execute. First place a slider anywhere and drag its starting anchor wherever you want. Anchors aren't limited to a playfield so you can find fitting spot for a slider head. Placing a circle works on the exact same basics. You take a slider start like previously and use slider to stream conversion. The very first circle of a converted slider will always be at slider head's place, so despite being a bit complicated, it's fairly easy. Now the limitations part. First, you can't move objects around the outer parts of the screen, they get warped back to the playfield if you move it ever so slightly, so you have to think for a bit before executing patterns. Circles can be recreated easily, but the main issue with sliders is that, while you can move all of its anchors freely, that can't be done with slider as an object. Second and the most important, the X and Y coordinates of circles and slider heads with negative value will always be converted to 0, once the OS client interacts with the map. By that I mean compiling the map after leaving the editor, map testing, changing stuff in song setup or whenever there's a pop-up window asking that bitmap must be saved. The whole map will be ruined afterwards, so it's best to record the final result because that will be the only evidence of map's existence that uses out-of-bounds mechanics. By the way, casual saving works fine and negative values aren't affected while being in editor, so, if you have Control-S syndrome don't worry. So yeah, that's all.